Hey guys, it's Maddie. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing a Q&A voiceover for this one, but before I start, I just wanted to talk about my current materials. I'm using a Sharpie pen in Fine. I'm using a large dotted moleskin journal, and the journal cover is from Coal Creek Leather. They're awesome. Their products are super high quality, and I highly recommend saving up for one if you are interested. They're pretty expensive, but they are very, very nice. Alright, so first question. Someone asked, how's your new house? Are you glad you moved when you did? We feel so lucky that we moved when we did. Not that our old house would have been bad to be quarantined in, but being basically stuck in this house right after we moved in has allowed us to jump on a lot of projects. I also feel like it's kind of a blessing in disguise that we can't go out and buy a bunch of furniture right now in stores. So we're kind of really thinking about the pieces that we want to invest in and get. But yeah, the new house is awesome. I tried to throw in some little clips of the property in that little intro, so I hope you guys liked that. Someone asked, how are the cats? And then someone else asked, how are the cats doing? Is everything okay where you are? The cats are doing really, really good. They're definitely more comfortable. It seems like each week that they're in the house. We started them in one room and then let them go into that room and the room next to it, and then the whole upstairs, and then the whole downstairs. So we tried to make the transition easy for them, but they love going downstairs now. They love sitting in front of the sliding glass door. I'll put the net screen over and then open the door so they can get some fresh air, and they really like sitting there and watching the birds and stuff, or watching Chris work outside. They're doing pretty good with Murphy. Honestly, Murphy's kind of afraid of them. He'll avoid them in the hallways and stuff. It's really funny to watch because they're 13 pounds and Murphy's 80 pounds. But yeah, he just gives them a wide berth in the hallway and just stares at them out of the corner of his eye. It's so funny. But yeah, they're doing good. And then everything's going fine for me, honestly. Chris and I are still working. We have given a lot of virtual tours of our house to friends and family. Obviously not as good as being able to have people over, but we're hoping things will go back to normal this summer and we'll be able to do socially distant visits, or just have barbecues, and hopefully things are more normal by the summer months. Where I live, we just had a full week of sun in April. In April it was sunny and it was warm, and it was up into the high 60s and 70s, which is just unheard of in Washington. But we're back to business as usual, and it's raining and in the 50s. So that little tease of nice weather made me really excited for this summer. Someone asked, how did you start your small business? So I had been interested in making stickers for a while, and my account was growing, and I finally made the plunge and bought a Cricut. I had the printer and an iPad, but I got Procreate, and I got 5 or 6 designs together and made all the listings on Etsy, and that was about it. It really wasn't that challenging. I had a lot of fun packing orders. Now that it's grown a little bit, I kind of have to block out a day or whatever when I do shop updates, but I do really enjoy just throwing on some music or an audiobook and packing up all your orders. Shameless self-plug, if you want to check out my Etsy, it's in the description. Someone asked, how's Animal Crossing going? And if you don't play Animal Crossing, you're probably really tired of hearing everyone talk about it. So I'll keep this short, but it's going good. It's been a really nice escape. I'm sure all the people that work at Animal Crossing and Nintendo are very pleased with their decision to release the game when they did. Someone asked, how do you encourage yourself to read more when you seem to have no motivation to do so? So I've found that I was really unmotivated to read when I was in school. I was really unmotivated to read assigned books and assigned readings and textbooks and whatnot, and it was because I wasn't necessarily interested in the material that I was assigned to be reading. Now that I've graduated and I've been out in the working world for a couple years now, I've had a lot more time to read for fun, and I have found that it is much more enjoyable to read something that you find to be interesting. It seems like an obvious concept, but my favorite thing in the entire world to do is just wander around in bookstores and find books that I want to read. Libraries are also nice. Obviously, bookstores and libraries are closed right now, so I have been resorting to like Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com or my own bookshelf, which is filled with books I haven't read yet. Anyway, my best advice is just to find something that you're really passionate about reading about or learning about and find a book on that. And hopefully, because it's a subject that you're passionate about, you'll be more motivated to read about it. Someone said, "What did you think of The Stand? It's been on my TBR forever." So, like, all thoughts aside on the book itself, that was the most satisfying book I have ever finished just because it was so freaking long. I posted on my story yesterday, but the audiobook for this book, you guys, it was 47 hours long. And the book itself was like 1,100 pages, 1,150 pages or something like that. So, very, very satisfying to finish it. It took me almost a month, which is ridiculous. I can't remember the last time I took a month to read a book. But I really liked it. It's a very epic story, and by that I mean that there's a lot of characters and a lot of storylines to keep track of. So I guess the part that I struggled with was like keeping track of everyone. I kind of had like my favorite characters and then other characters that I didn't really care that much about, but by the end you kind of care about everyone, and I feel like that's Stephen King's like superpower, is that you can take a character that you have nothing in common with and he makes you care about what happens to them. So if you've been thinking about diving into The Stand, you should just do it. It was a really satisfying read, and the ending was good. And the last question, which is my favorite question, is favorite animal that has visited your yard. That would be the great blue heron that my dog is afraid of. I wanted to talk super briefly about my actual setup. So, if you haven't been watching the screen, I want to try the 2 week shred challenge by Chloe Ting. The first month of quarantine was not the healthiest, so I'm trying to get back into working out and eating healthy, and doing this challenge with a friend of mine will hopefully encourage me to do that. So, if you're interested in doing it with me, I'm starting it May 1st. DM me on Instagram and we can do it together. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope May is a good month for you. I hope you're staying safe and sane, even though we're all trapped at home. But yeah, I'll see you guys next month.